Connie Falconeri, editor-in-chief of Crimson Magazine.
Welcome back, cuz.
Oh, you heard?
Got the whole complicated story.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad Sonny told you. It's one less person I have to explain myself to.
I still got a couple questions. Starting with, what the hell are you thinking?
Ow! Why'd you do that?
What do you think?
Well, why don't you enlighten me?
Why did you break up with Sonny?
So I've gone around and around about this, and my first impulse was to tell you, but then I thought that I should think about it, but then I know I should tell you.
You don't have to
I should tell you. Yes, I do. I have to tell you this, okay? The night of the nurses' ball, Brenda seduced Michael.
I already know all that.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Then why isn't Brenda dead yet?
I know that you're angry, but you know what?
Michael's our son. We have every right to be angry. Tell me you don't want to murder Brenda for sleeping with Michael. Michael told you.
Yesterday, he was waiting for me when I got home. He had his tux on from the nurse's ball. I knew something was wrong with him. He looked pretty bad. But not in a million years did I think that he would sleep with Brenda.
Oh, okay, wait a second. It's the other way around. Brenda slept with him. She instigated it.
I get it.
No, I just want to make sure we're clear on this, okay? Michael's girlfriend called him and told him she wasn't coming home. Right. Michael was devastated. He went to the lobby bar. He got drunk. Sonny, he was emotional. He was vulnerable. And Brenda took advantage of him.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. I mean, my God, she used to be his stepmother. Michael trusted her, and she exploited him sexually.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it, and we have to deal with what this woman did to Michael. And I don't want to hear you or anyone else tell me that Michael is a legal adult because his judgment was impaired. And Brenda was an authority figure in his life, and she abused him.
I couldn't even think about, this last night. I couldn't sleep because picturing them, Michael and Brenda, in bed together. If I'm in the same room with her, I'm going to lose my mind.
That is exactly what she deserves.
And again, but if I do something to Brenda, then, Michael's going to blame himself. So the only way for Michael not to be hurt is to leave this alone.
Leave it alone?
Yeah.
You can't leave it alone. Brenda is still after Michael.
Yeah. I just talked to Sonny. Poor man is wandering around that big house of his, hanging on to a picture of you from high school. It's enough to break your heart.
Liv, I didn't have a choice. It's what the doctors
The doctors who did such a terrible job of integrating you. You can't even trust yourself around the man you love. I would sue them for malpractice.
It's not the doctors. It's me. It's the split in my psyche.
Which I thought they were supposed to be gluing back together. Instead, they send you out in the world so fragile you can't even function.
I am functioning. That's the whole point of me coming back here. And
this isn't functioning.
Oh, boy.
Honey. This is hiding out in your office. This is no cure. Look, I'm not a doctor, but I've been through a thing or two or three in my life, and I know that you don't get any better unless you take responsibility.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Look, I'm not hiding from Sonny. I confronted him, I explained my reasonings, and I ended our relationship.
After he stuck by you through thick and thin? First you're Kate, then you're Connie, then you're Kate again. I mean, who can keep track? Any other guy would have run away, but he fought for you.
No.
He made sure that you got therapy. He found the doctors, and what, now that you're all better, you just kick him to the curb?
I love Sonny, and you know that. You think I want to leave him, walk out of his life? That's the price I had to pay, Liv, to integrate Kate and Connie into one person.
Okay, and who is this person? Is this my cousin Connie from Brenda and Nurses? Is this snooty fashion editor? Who is it? Is it both? Is it neither? Which one?
All of Connie's memories. It's like, I don't know, the two of them finally came to a truce.
Okay. Well, I'm real happy for you, cuz, except you're not making any sense.
No, I'm not telling you what you want to hear, Liv.
You're telling me you're whole and you're healthy, and all you have to do is completely stay away from the person you love most in the world.
Yes, because it is a dysfunctional relationship, not because of Sonny, because of me, because of my illness. All right? Being around Sonny undermines my recovery.
Here's what I don't get. You're Kate and you're Connie. Kate and Connie both love Sonny. Sonny loves Connie and Kate. What is the problem?
Jax left Brenda when she's hurt. She self-destructs. She gets reckless. I'm sure that, all she was thinking about that night was being alone. And then Michael came in, and it wasn't exactly
Sonny,
what you think it is.
Brenda slept with Michael to pay me
How do you know that?
Because she all but told me.
I don't want you to tell me what you think you know. I want you to tell me what you know.
What I know
Yeah.
is the next morning after the nurses' ball, there was a waiter with a room service card outside of Brenda's door.
Right.
She ordered breakfast for 2. I told the waiter to go away. I took the card inside, and there was Brenda in bed, naked.
You saw Michael there?
Not at first. Brenda got out of the bed, she put a robe on, and I was telling her to get the hell out of my hotel, and I saw a tux on the floor. So I was giving her a hard time about bringing a stranger home, and she had a big smile on her face. She couldn't wait to tell me that it wasn't a stranger in her bed.
Go on.
I thought that it was Jax. I thought that she manipulated him back into her life. And then I thought, well, no, that would never happen. Maybe it's Sonny. God, how I wish it were you. I walked over and I ripped the covers off the bed, and there was Michael, naked and confused. Sonny, he was so hungover, he had no idea where he was.
What did Brenda say?
Oh, this isn't what it looks like.
She didn't give an explanation?
She told me to leave. She told me to leave. That a mother shouldn't be in the room when her son is with a woman, and that Michael is a legal adult, and all of that implies.
Surprised you didn't go for a throat.
I couldn't. Michael was embarrassed, and he was trying so hard to be a gentleman and stand up and do the right thing and take responsibility. Sonny, it would have broken your heart.
Sure, it broke your heart.
Brenda slept with Michael to get back at me for telling Jax the truth. It was all about revenge, okay? And she's not done, Sonny. You have got to stop Brenda from ruining Michael's life. I was gonna have security throw Brenda out on the street in her bathrobe, but my mom was there and she talked me out of it. She told me to calm down. So I'm sitting there in the lobby and I'm looking at pictures of Michael on my cell phone, and Brenda dangles Michael's black tie in my face. Says she found it in her bed and that Michael must have had such a great time that he forgot it.
That's when you hit her?
No. She went on about, what a creepy mother I am, and that Michael is old enough and mature enough to do whatever he wants and be with whoever he wants to be with. And that when she was with Michael, one thing led to another and another and another, and that's when I hit her.
She say anything?
She said that she and Michael were consenting adults and that I was turning it into something ugly.
You? You were making it ugly? I mean, what could be more pure and innocent than Brenda sleeping with her own stepson? I hate what she did to Michael. At best, she was stupid. At worst, she manipulated our son. She hurt him, Carly. Years of history.
Then do something about it.
What do you want me to do?
I want her gone.
You want to shoot her?
I want her gone.
I can't do that right now.
You have to make it happen.
I can't. Not right now. I got a lot of...
Why not?
Connie left me.
Yes, both Kate and Connie love Sonny, but they love him in different ways, Liv. And if I stay with him, they might start battling for control and tearing me and my life apart. I cannot go through that again.
But they're both you. Yeah.
Yes and no, that's the problem, because both personalities have integrated. So if I do anything to disrupt the balance, like when Heather Weber gave you that overdose, you thought you were losing your mind. You were scared out of your mind.
I still am scared to this very day.
And that is how I feel. I cannot go through it again, Liv. I cannot do it again.
Okay. Oh. Okay, I understand the concept of saying that you're giving up men. I do it half a dozen times a year. But to say that you're going to give up the one man that you've loved your entire life, honey, that's giving up a lot.
I know that, and it's not going to be easy.
I mean, I guess you did it once before. You cut all your ties with your friends and your family. You turned yourself into Kate Howard. I guess you could do it again, but is that really
That
what you
was
want?
different, Liv. That was me hiding, and now I'm trying to rebuild my life.
Without Sonny?
Yes, without Sonny.
Okay, here's my advice. It's not fit to you or to Sonny to tell him that you're done and then turn around and change your mind, okay? So forget what the doctors are saying. You need to take a hard look at whether or not you are really, really ready to give up Sonny for good. You blame him?
No, I don't blame Sonny. I blame my illness. The traumas that I couldn't handle, the need for me to break apart from myself so that one part of me went off and forgot, and the other part had to stay here and guard all the ugliness. Sonny was not the cause. He was the catalyst. His presence brought back those memories for me, those feelings.
Honey, isn't that the whole point of the integration therapy? Is to work through all that? So there's no more secrets. Now nothing is repressed. How could Sonny possibly hurt you anymore?
Because if anything, my love for him is doubled. And those emotions, they swamp me.
I think I get it. It's like you can't be a little bit in love with Sonny. Is that it? You got to be all in, like someone who's a competent swimmer in a swimming pool, but you stick them out in open water in the middle of a rip tide.
They'll drown? Yeah. For my sanity, I have to let Sonny go.
So I get her in treatment, and I'm just waiting for her to come back, only to find out that, in order for her to be well and whole, she can't be with me.
I understand how bad it hurts, when you have to let somebody go so you don't destroy each other.
Then this thing with Brenda, I thought she was out of my life, I thought she was, safely in my past, and she shows up at the door talking about a letter that she wrote and that she was waiting for me in Rome and she's marrying Jax and that maybe we could try again. Why would she even ask me that and then betray me with my own son?
Because she wants to matter to you.
She doesn't give a damn. If she did, why would she crawl into bed with Michael? But you're right. She hurt you, and she hurt me because I turned her down, and she had to do the worst thing, and that would cause the most pain. And I think, look, you know what that's about. In that way, you're a lot like Brenda.
That is the meanest thing you've ever said to me. We both know what it's like to sleep with someone for revenge. We did it together.
When Jason got shot and he walked in on us and we were in the middle.
We hated each other.
Right.
It was wrong, it was messed up, but we were adults. We knew what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Michael didn't. Brenda took advantage of him.
I agree.
You have to do more than agree. You need to do something about it so Brenda doesn't make it worse.
Do you really think Brenda's gonna go after Michael again?
You know she is. Who knows better than you? Brenda's gonna start crying to Michael about how alone she feels. She's gonna ask him to hold her, and he will. And one thing's gonna lead to another, and they're gonna wind up back in bed. My God, it's the same game she plays with you.
Yeah, she's done it to me, but Michael's a kid. What? It doesn't.
He's our kid. He's my kid. He's your kid. And Brenda took advantage of him. And Brenda would rather you hate her than ignore her. She used Michael, and she's gonna keep using him. And if you don't do something about it, it's on you.
So you're leaving Sonny because you love him?
I'm leaving Sonny so we can move on with our lives and live in peace.
Wait a minute. It's Dante. They're on their way to the airport. I gotta go.
Get out of here.
Okay. I'm sorry I got all up in your business. Okay.
Oh, now you apologize.
Well, I realized that I overstepped my boundaries. I sincerely thank you for not trying to throw down or pull my hair out.
Yeah, I should have thumped your back.
Like that. Look, in my defense, I'm only doing this because I know how much you and Sonny love each other. And I don't want you to give up before
I'm not
it's
giving up, Liv. I'm just trying to preserve my recovery.
I get it. And I support you no matter what. I'm just really sorry that it had to end this way.
Me too.
Honey, I love you.
I love you too, Liv. Now get out of here. Go. Give Dante a big hug for me and say hi to Lulu.
You know what, Carly? I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I haven't figured it out myself.
Okay? If you see Michael, I want you to tell him that I was here and that we talked. I want us to be honest, okay?
I know it's killing you.
It's killing me.
Right.
And you don't look so good yourself.
Well, you know what? That thing I said about comparing you to Brenda, I was wrong. You could do damage, but you wouldn't go after a kid to get back at the parents.
Ever.
That's not how you operated.
I do hate the air that Brenda breathes. But you loved her. You always have. And you didn't deserve this.
Michael didn't deserve this.
Wow, there's only one consolation. You know, all the chasing and twisting herself up into knots to be with you. Brenda has guaranteed that you will never touch her again.